the top 10 reasons why people don't invest in their personal growth and development. Number one, a lack of awareness or understanding of the benefits of personal growth and development. And this should be super simple. What do you think the benefits are of making yourself a better version of yourself and being happier and doing more of what you love? Seems pretty obvious, right? That who wouldn't want to get better every single day and have that be part of their lifestyle and way of being? But apparently, a lack of awareness. People just aren't aware that becoming better is something they should want to do. Well, guess what? This isn't a shouldn't want to do. This is a get to. You get to be the best version of yourself. You get to work on the journey of fulfilling your potential. You get to show up every single day happy, excited for the day ahead. It's really about that perspective shift from should to get to. Number two, a lack of time or resources to devote to personal growth and development activities. And this is probably the number one thing that I hear over and over again. No, Rob, I just don't have the time. Well, guess what? Do you think a personal growth program that can help you create a better relationship to time would be just the thing that you need to help you create a relationship to time that serves you so you're flowing in abundance with time? And of course, I don't want to use the word need, but really if you're sitting there and you're often saying, I don't have enough time, maybe finding a solution that says will help you create a better relationship for time so you can do more of what you love is something that you may want to look into. Number three, a lack of motivation or self-discipline to engage in personal growth and development activities. So, number one, a lack of motivation. And this is something where by design, personal growth assumes you are motivated. So I want to make sure that you're to that point, because if you're not showing up for yourself every single day, that's a different thing. This is about optimizing your life and becoming the best version of yourself, the next level. It's why I use the word inspired, not motivated, because the people that I work with, they're inspired to become a better version of themselves. But the word self-discipline is one where a lot of people probably have a unique relationship to. And discipline can be a double-edged sword. It can be very hard or rigid. You have to do these things. And if you don't, you're bad or you're not enough. On the flip side, discipline is a thing that can get you to wake up early and go to the gym and create winning habits for yourself that allow you to create more of what you love in your life. The way that I prefer to frame this is, instead of self-discipline, creating. What would you love to create today? Because when you come from a place of creation, you have ownership, and there's the love coursing through this. So instead of the harshness of discipline, let's look through the lens of love. And when you look at the things that you love to do, you don't say to yourself, oh man, I've got to use so much self-discipline right now to turn on the Red Zone channel and watch football for the next 10 hours. No, you don't say, I've got to use so much self-discipline to hang out with my friends or my children. No, you're doing that from a place of love. So I encourage you to see your personal growth and development from a lens of creation and love, not motivation and self-discipline. Number four, a fear of failure or a fear of change. One of my favorite quotes is, the best way to change is to change. And the thing that high performers all have in common is that they see fear and obstacles and judgments and the things and adversity that stop them from creating more of what they want in their life as opportunities. And if you allow fear to stop you from creating the best version of yourself, then you're just going to live the rest of your life in fear. And you'll quickly realize, you know what's on the other side of fear? Nothing. And I heard a great quote from Steve Harvey. And he said, your dreams need to be bigger than the fear. And fear is just a self-created story that we tell ourselves. So how about you just throw that in the trash and say, You know what's a better story for myself? The one where I'm on the hero's journey to become the best version of myself. And when it comes with failure, there's a quote that I love from Nick Saban. Don't waste a failure. A lot of people see failure as a negative, whereas high performers and growth mindset people, we see failure as a learning opportunity. And the faster that you learn, the faster that you grow. All right, number 5, insecure or low self-esteem. In personal growth and development in programs like Design Your Best Self, they help you create the story of your truth, the powerful version of you and who you are. So when we think about our fears, our judgments, our self-limiting beliefs, the things that are stopping us and holding us back, so often it is ourselves and our self-talk and the story that we're telling ourselves of lack and not enoughness, where that's not the truth of who you are. That's a story of self-limiting beliefs. Instead, let's create that powerful version of you and let's write that down and create a consistency process. That way you can go over it every single day, write it, speak it, feel it, allow it to be part of who you are so that you can show up every single day as the best version of yourself. And you're going to hear the conviction in my voice because I've done this transformation over the last 12 years. I live this every single day. And the name of this podcast is Best Year Ever. Why? Because every single year is the best year of my life, because every single moment is the best moment of my life, because it's the only moment I have. I can't do anything about the past, and I can't control the future. So let's design this moment right now in the story that we tell ourselves. Number 6, and this one is so big. Number 6 thing that stops people from investing in their personal growth and development: prioritizing other areas of their life, such as work or family. And this is probably the number one thing that I see with the high-performing executive clients that I work with, where they've made tons of money. They're CEOs of companies, and they are doing what the world would say is living a successful life. But here's the thing. That's filling up just one bucket of your life. And true success for me is filling up all the buckets of your life and living holistically. So yeah, it's great that you make a ton of money. Yeah, it's great that you're good at business. But what about all those other areas? Yeah, Rob, but no, there is plenty of billionaires out there on a yacht by themselves that aren't happy, that are angry, that are sad, that are under-indexing on their potential. That's right. There are billionaires who are under-indexing on their potential. Yeah, they figured out a way to create $1 billion. But what about all those other areas of your life? So that's something where making your personal growth and development and creating it as a priority in your life so that you're filling up all the buckets of your life, your health, wealth, love, happiness, and your relationships. Wow, there are so many opportunities for you to create and get better and fill them all up with love. And once you get on this frequency and you make your personal growth and development the number one priority in your life, guess what? It'll fill up all the other buckets of your life. Number 7, prior negative experiences or lack of confidence in personal growth and development programs. So essentially this is saying, hey, I'm not confident in this program being the thing that is going to help transform me. And this is something where if that's a story that you want to believe that you're going to tell yourself, then that is one that's not going to serve you. And I get it. People have been burned by previous programs. But anybody who is listening or watching to this right now, you can see that I live this. I'm about that life. And really, it's about the person that you are learning from and creating with, and understanding that you're in charge of creating every single aspect of your life. And it's easy to say that somebody else didn't hold up their end of the bargain. But imagine all of us looking on ourselves and saying, How did I create that? And does that mean just because I had 1 or 10 or 1,000 negative experiences, that's going to stop me from continuing to march forward in the name of growth? Not me. I'm always looking to collect the best people in the world and learn from them. That's part of having a growth mindset. The story that I tell myself is I have so much to learn, and I'm looking forward to finding new people in 2023. I am so excited about the people that I don't know that exist yet that I get to learn from. So I encourage you to create confidence in yourself, because guess what? You're the creator of your own journey. You can say, you know what? I'm going to turn what I think is a negative into a positive and create it into something amazing for myself. Number 8, misconceptions about personal growth and development being too expensive. Well, this is a very simple thing, because for me, the number one thing that I love to spend money on is myself in my personal growth and development, because it is the gift that keeps on giving. And I go back to the very beginning of my entrepreneurial journey. I've just quit a multiple 6-figure job, and I'm now making $0. I have no website, no relationships, no nothing. And I sat there and I said, you know what? Even if I make no money today or next week or next month, there are 2 things that no one can ever take from me. Number 1, what it is that I learn. And number 2, my mindset. And since that moment, I've invested heavily in my personal growth and development over the course of the last 12 years. And that's everything that I'm putting into the Design Your Best Self personal growth program, that I've lived this through investing in myself in multiple 5-figure programs to create this transformation in myself so that I can help you on your journey of being the best version of yourself. And do you think the best version of you, the more powerful, the more loving version of you who is just radiating, do you think the money that you invest in yourself will come back to you when you're a better version of yourself? The answer is 100% yes. And I've seen that times 1,000,000%. It just is. Like attracts like. You become a better version of yourself, you're going to attract more good into your life. Number 9, prioritizing short-term pleasure or instant gratification over long-term personal growth. And one of the big perspective shifts is when you understand that there's really 2 levels of vision in personal growth. We've got the big vision, the macro vision, the what you want to create for your life, or your 5-year vision, or your 1-year vision. And then there's the micro vision that says, all right, what am I going to do and create in this moment to be the best version of myself, the most powerful version of myself? And this is where you create the habits, the routines, the mindsets, the ways of being that allow you to, when you use the power of consistency, do more of what you love every single day and show up as the best version of yourself because you've designed it this way. That's why one of my favorite quotes, live by design, not by default. Design Your Best Self is a lifestyle design program that's going to help you design your mindset, your lifestyle, your way of being, the lens you see the world, and how you show up every single day. So really it's about a little bit of column A, big vision, a little bit of column B, short-term vision, and executing day after day after day after day, because the short-term execution is what creates the long-term vision. And number 10, and certainly not least, believing that personal growth and development is not necessary or relevant to your current situation. If you're someone who's okay with where you are, well, guess what? You're just going to stay there for the rest of your life. As part of having a growth mindset, we say to ourselves, I can always learn and get better and improve my situation. And for me, one of my goals every single day is to make today better than yesterday. And the way that I do that, very simply, I read a book for 30 minutes first thing in the morning every single day. Because if you make yourself better every single day, you're going to do more of what you love, and great things are going to happen. And this is all about complacency and comfortability. And there's a quote that I love, nothing great ever came from your comfort zone. And a lot of people see where they are right now and they look around and they're like, Rob, I live in a nice house. I've got a great family. I've got a big bank account. I'm cool. Well, guess what? There are levels to this game. There are always opportunities for us to improve and get better and radiate more and create the more powerful version of ourselves. And it's not about you living in lack. It's creating more of what you want in your lens for this world so that you're not just stuck here plateauing. It's why one of my other favorite quotes, prepare for what's difficult when it's easy. Everything looks good right now when everything's good. But what happens when all of a sudden things turn upside down unexpectedly? Wouldn't you be thankful that you've invested in your mindset and your personal growth and development so that you are prepared for when difficult times inevitably happen? So those are the top 10 reasons why people do not invest in their personal growth and development. And the good news for you is I am here to be a champion for you and to help you be the best version of yourself every single day. And if that's something that you want, I would love to be a champion for you. Go to designyourbestself.com and become a member where we can be in conversation. You can learn and you can have a positive drip every single day, knowing that you've committed to yourself and you are being the best version of yourself.